Peter Thiel Peter Thiel is sort of a figure like Jordan Peterson in one sense. If I were to come to you and say, anarcho-libertarian Peter Thiel, or anarcho-capitalist Peter Thiel, people would write in, the Thiel fanboys, and they would go, David, you're not smart enough to understand what he believes. You're misstating it. You're getting it all wrong. Peter Thiel, who really seems to see J.D. Vance as someone he can mold in his own image, turns out to have been followed by the healthcare shooter, Luigi Mangione. Now, whatever you think about what Mangione did, whatever you think about Peter Thiel, whatever you think about what it means to follow someone, I follow people on platforms who I don't agree with, whatever. It appears as though Mangione really liked Peter Thiel. And so when Peter Thiel appeared with Piers Morgan very recently, Piers Morgan asked him, what do you make of the fact that Luigi Mangione followed you and that there are people celebrating him? This is maybe the worst answer to any question that I've ever seen. This is excruciating.
And to those who think this shooter is a hero because he did it because he said this healthcare executive was presiding over a healthcare system which kills thousands of Americans by denying them cover, what would you say to them?
Oh boy.
It's I don't know what to say. I still think you should try to make an argument, and I think this is you should, there may be things wrong with our healthcare system, but you have to make an argument, and you have to try to find a way to convince people and change it by that. And this is not going to work.
Pete,
and I don't know. Yeah. It's I mean, there are all sorts of things one could say about it, but yeah. I don't think, and I think I think the motives feel. I don't want to go into all the particulars here, but I don't think there's anything heroic about him.
There you go. So 1 minute and 26 seconds to say, I don't think what Mangione did is heroic. Then I'm kind of like, I was in a rabbit hole over the weekend looking at weird Peter Thiel videos. There's another moment during this very same interview with Piers Morgan where Piers just asks him, do you believe in God? Because Peter Thiel has had this whole thing where he's like, I'm a Christian, Christianity. And so Piers asks a logical question of someone who says, I'm a Christian, which is, do you believe in God? We did not get a very good answer.
I think the atheists are not even able to work on the science anymore.
So I assume you believe you believe in God, do you?
I would describe myself as a Christian. Yes, I always think God is. I believe in Christ. I think God is a. We don't know that much about God, and the Christian view is you can only have knowledge of God through Christ. If you're strictly monotheistic in Judaism, Islam, you end up you have a certain picture of God, but it's very, very fuzzy, and God is in a deep sense not knowable. So I'm Trinitarian Christian,
oh boy.
And that's how I would anchor my knowledge on God.
Do you pray?
So it's not belief about God that matters. It's what we need is knowledge about God.
Right. But do you pray in that case or not?
Not as much as I should.
Right.
I think that means no. Deeply, deeply awkward. As I've said before, my view on these guys like Thiel and Musk, for the most part, I find their moral compasses completely miscalibrated, but I'm not so naive or egotistical that I won't acknowledge that some of the things these guys have done are remarkable. I mean, listen, Elon Musk has moved forward electric vehicle technology more rapidly, the orders of magnitude more quickly than it would have were it simply left to the legacy manufacturers. Were it left to the legacy manufacturers, you would not have, give me Ford, Lexus, Hyundai, BMW, everybody with all of these electric vehicles with high twos, low three, mid 300-mile ranges right now. What Elon Musk did by saying, hey, here's Tesla, it's electric only, we've got 330-mile range right now, come compete with this. He accelerated that dramatically, and that's a good thing. And also, his views on population collapse and politics seem completely whacked out. Peter Thiel has some interesting ideas about artificial intelligence, technology, and other things, but there's something bizarre about him, and his moral compass seems to be just circling like crazy. It seems to be what happens if you take out a compass at the North Pole and it starts just spinning like crazy. I don't get seeing these individuals as anything more than they have some good ideas and they have some wacky ideas, and like that's kind of it. But the fanboys, the Elon fanboys, the Peter Thiel fanboys that just kind of idolize these guys, I don't get it. And maybe what it takes us back to is we do need better models of masculinity on the left. And if we had them, I think that they would prevent some young men from falling into, I'm a Peter Thiel fanboy, which is a sad and tragic thing. All right, we have a fantastic week of shows for you. I have some really interesting stuff happening in DC this week, which I will report back to you on. We have a great bonus show today. I hope that you have access to the bonus show. You can get access by signing up at joinpacman.com, and I hope you will. You can use the coupon code NOTAGAIN to get a sizable discount. And finally, please do remember to pre-order my forthcoming book, The Echo Machine, at davidpakman.com/echo. Pushing now. This is unbelievable. When I wrote this book, I did not think that we would be talking about these numbers. We are now approaching 5,000 pre-orders with still a couple of months to go before the book launches. Free stuff still available for everybody who pre-orders, including a free signed book plate. Go to davidpakman.com/book, get the book, and then you can submit your pre-order screenshot to davidpakman.com/free-book-stuff. All one word, free book stuff. I will see you on the bonus show. I'll be back here tomorrow. Well, I wrote a book after a long journey and a ton of work. I am really thrilled with how it turned out, and I hope you'll read it. The book is called The Echo Machine, and in a nutshell, it looks at how American politics got so broken, who has already figured out solutions, and how we can try to fix it and stop the terror of Trump for the next 4 years. With Trump winning this election, The Echo Machine couldn't be more relevant, not only a warning about how we got here, but also about what might be coming and how to prevent the worst outcomes. We've got to stay engaged. We need a plan, and that's what the book is about. There's a belief out there that unless you have corporate media behind you, you can't have a successful political book launch, that it's not possible. I think we can prove that wrong. Order The Echo Machine today at davidpakman.com/echo on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Audible, Kindle, anywhere that books, ebooks, and audiobooks are sold. You can also call any local bookstore and say, please order me The Echo Machine by David Pakman. Wherever you get the book, you'll get the free pre-order perks, including the signed book plate. Head to davidpakman.com/free-book-stuff after ordering.